when the judge there, him and I were conversing, he gave me an order, and he said it right out of the blue, and it was after I told him about the wrong and the freedom thing. And he says, he says, okay, you're going to have a trial date on November 2nd. You're going to have trial pick in October, and I want you here for a pre-trial conference on June 1st. And that's my order. And if you don't show up, I'll put a warrant out for you. And I said, I require that order in writing, signed and dated. And he flat out said, no way. No, he did give me the order written out, not as an order, just dates. But he didn't sign or date nothing. Can I send him a bill on that?
So what's that? You just ask. You can send it. You can send it. Back to him and say, hey, is this an order? I heard that this was an order. Is this not an order? And what he'll probably write back, I shouldn't tell you what he'll probably write back, because if he's listening, they're going to use that. Let's just see if they write back, and let me see if it was right. They'll say what they're going to write back is going to start with the letter C, so we'll see if that's what they do.
That doesn't sound good, the letter C. Unless
we'll find out. We'll find out. Like I said, we'll see what they would do back. So that way, if they do, I'll say, I thought it was going to start with letter C. I'll say, see, I told you it'd start with letter C. It's not going to call it an order. He's going to call something else.
All right.
Yeah, right back to him and say, hey, you know what? I love carrying out orders, man. That's what I live for. I live for orders. Is this your order? Whose order is this?
What are the conditions of your appearance when you go to court next time?
That I show up.
What's that?
That I show up. The funny thing is, they got nothing signed from me because I was.
What are the conditions of your appearance? When you show up, they want you to show up. You're going to check with them to see if it's an order. And if he says that it is an order that you need to appear, that the court requires you to appear, are you going to give them the conditions of your appearance?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, sorry.
Just like your brother did.
Yeah. Yeah, he waited and hit him with a bombshell right at the end. It was funnier than hell.
Yeah.
Yep.
But no, I'd do it way even. I'd do that. I'd put the terms and conditions and all this other stuff of the appearance in way before that your brother did. He did that kind of be funny at the end just to see if he could make a couple of quick bucks.
Well, she wants to date the prosecutor. She's pretty hot.
Yeah. Well, that's funny, too, is I called the man Alan real quick. And he's a nice older man. And I realized, as soon as he was talking to me, I realized he was extremely tired. And he's getting ready for the big, he's got like a maple syrup kind of factory thing going on. So his son told me that they were working like round the clock to get ready for the season. So that's why I just had him come on real quick. But no, like I said, it was a great phone call I had with him, and he was describing walking into court, how they were treating him when he walked into the courtroom, how the women were whispering, that's Mr. Bennett, that's Mr. Bennett. He was like how the judge was very polite to him. He said the judge has always been like an asshole to him and very snarky. Because Alan's got arrested, I guess, quite numerous amount of times in his lifetime up in that little town. Mostly, I think, for drinking and driving or drunk in public, stuff like that. So he's been in jail a couple of times. So, they're usually pretty rough on the old guy. And he said, boy, their attitude was so much nicer. And the prosecutor and the women were so nice, and the judge was so nice to me, and everybody's like asking me, not yelling at me, not ordering me, because I put in some hellacious paperwork into the court for him, and just to totally, snap that court, into gear.
Were you putting that in his court, or are you putting it in their case?
I was putting it into theirs, explaining who's going to appear, what godlike entity was going to manifest itself before the court.